Directions to Shandara Dharma for all bewildered mysteries gloom. With folded hands, I beseech the Buddhas of all directions to Shandara Dharma for all bewildered mysteries gloom. With folded hands, I beseech the Buddhas of all directions to Shandara Dharma for all bewildered mysteries gloom. With folded hands, I beseech the Buddhas of all directions to Shandara Dharma for all bewildered mysteries gloom. With folded hands, I beseech the Buddhas of all directions to Shandara Dharma for all bewildered mysteries gloom. With folded hands, I beseech the Buddhas of all directions to Shandara Dharma for all bewildered mysteries gloom. With folded hands, I beseech the Buddhas of all directions to Shandara Dharma for all bewildered mysteries gloom. With folded hands, I beseech the Buddhas of all directions to Shandara Dharma for all bewildered mysteries gloom. With folded hands, I beseech the Buddhas of all directions to Shandara Dharma for all bewildered mysteries gloom. Okay, thank you. Just get this one. Setting a proper motivation, as the Tibet masters say, for the any Dharma practice are two things very important. At the outset, setting proper motivation, and at the end, dedicating the merits that scattered. Two things. So, as setting a proper motivation at the outset, are three things to keep in mind. In fact, when I share this with you, what I'm sharing with you here, don't just think that this is like a ritual. So there's actually, it's not necessary we should be a part of ritual. Deliberately, we are coming together, and usually nowadays, because of the aging, catching with the age, earlier I used to have a lot of energy. Since morning till night, I can just run. So now I cannot run that much. The mornings and the early morning practice, I try to skip from the group, then I stay do my own practice so that the rest of the day I'll be more free. And whereas this group, I can see that the many of you, who are very keen, I can see the Russian group, and others they are mostly you are new. So we need to know how to practice this. So therefore, in the mornings I come, then I do my practice separately there. So after that, I take it again time separately for that purpose. So morning why I'm here is for us to learn. It's not just being a part of the ritual. If it's just part of ritual, not necessary for me to come. And also you don't have to come. Okay, just so whatever I'm sharing with you, these are things that each of us we need to learn. Okay, these are things that we need to reflect as we engage with our own Dharma practice on a daily basis. Okay, 3 points to keep in mind: refuge field, Bodhicitta field, and the purpose of this practice. First, the refuge field. Visualize Buddha Shakyamuni, His Holiness the Dalai Lama, and all Buddhas and Bodhisattvas, as well like the whole sky is filled with Buddhas and Bodhisattvas. This has a great significance in our deep practice. You feel inspired, you feel supported, you feel that you have a huge, say, the support. And how you visualize them, that they are so loving, caring, and embracing. Bodhicitta field, visualize your two kind parents, all the family members, including children, and all other dear sentient beings with you, leaving them aside. And here you're like the mother, and all others are like children. And imagine that you're looking at them with so much love, affection, care, and attention. And the purpose of this practice is to awaken your Buddha nature. The awakened Buddha nature, we know that the gold is there within us, but the gold is mixed with the mud. And how we don't look for a gold outside, just remove the mud and the gold is inside. So how to remove the mud, how to remove the mental defilements? We need to know the nature of the mental defilements. And the nature of mental defilements, there are two, the gross and the subtle. Gross one referred to as the afflictive obscurations, and the subtle one referred to as the cognitive obscurations. The gross one, the presence of which blocks us from attaining fearlessness, freedom from samsara, and the subtle one, the presence of which blocks us from attaining ultimate happiness or Buddhahood. And the gross one constituted of the contaminant karma self-afflictions, and particularly the self-grasping ignorance. And the subtle one, the subtle smells of the afflictive obscurations, knowing that all these defilements are rooted to the self-grasping ignorance, somewhat connected with self-grasping ignorance, and the remedy lies in the counterforce, which is the wisdom of emptiness, particularly the non-dual or the direct wisdom of emptiness of the Arya Bodhisattvas. And how to generate this is by initially resorting to the wisdom drawn through meditation with respect to emptiness. And for that, we need to gain conviction in this. This conviction must precede on this meditation. This conviction comes to us through reflection, the wisdom drawn through reflection. And to gain this conviction, we need to have extensive studies of what emptiness is. For this, we require the wisdom drawn through learning. And all these three wisdoms must be supported by Bodhicitta, the most beautiful mind, which wishes to attain Buddhahood for the benefit of sentient beings. And this Bodhicitta, to what extent is this Bodhicitta powerful, is determined by your compassion towards all beings. So great compassion is the basis for this Bodhicitta. And the great compassion, again, we see that to what extent your great compassion is going to be like, it depends on what the degree of renunciation that you feel with respect to yourself, wanting to be freed from samsara. If that is intense, naturally your compassion, when extended to the other beings, it will become very, very powerful. So with this desire to cultivate the three wisdoms of emptiness, Bodhicitta, supported by great compassion and renunciation, and all these three supported by single point of meditation. So this forms a complete, comprehensive practice of the Buddha Dharma. So with this conviction that we'll get these in complete form only today, only if we stay within the dome, the protection of His Holiness the Dalai Lama, who has authority pertaining to Buddha's teachings, and alongside has the advocate of the world peace in the world today. So with this determination, wanting to help other beings by following the comprehensive path as indicated, as taught by Buddha Shakyamuni, and today by His Holiness Dalai Lama, with this motivation, with the desire to help all other beings. Imagine that all beings are joining you as you inspire them, and all the Buddhist Bodhisattvas, they're watching us with so much love and affection. Page 3. And due to great compassion, you taught the Immaculate Dharma to dispel all perverted views. To you, the Buddha Gautama, I pay homage. And teach by great compassion, you taught the Immaculate Dharma to dispel all perverted views. To you, the Buddha Gautama, I pay homage. And teach by great compassion, you taught the Immaculate Dharma to dispel all perverted views. To you, the Buddha Gautama, I pay homage. I go for refuge until I'm enlightened to the Buddha, the Dharma, the Sangha. By my accumulations or practice of giving and so forth, may I become a Buddha to benefit all sentient beings. I go for refuge until I'm enlightened to the Buddha, the Dharma, the Sangha. By my accumulations or practice of giving and so forth, may I become a Buddha to benefit all sentient beings. I go for refuge until I'm enlightened to the Buddha, the Dharma, the Sangha. By my accumulations or practice of giving and so forth, may I become a Buddha to benefit all sentient beings. Sanye joda zogi jono no chanju pado dane gyazo che Age jinso jebe so namje, tola benjir sanje jubare shu, sanje juda zoge jona. Chanju bando nane nyabzu je, dage jinso kebe so namge, tola benjir sanje jubare shu, sanje juda zoge. Independent origination, there is no ceasing, no arising, no annihilation, no permanence, no coming, no substance, no sameness. The supreme of all teachers, the one who taught this peace which is free of elaborations, are restored to the mothers of the hearers, the Bodhisattvas and the Buddha, which through the knowledge of all hearing, seeking pacification, complete peace, which through the knowledge of paths, courses, or separate migrants achieves the aims of the world, and through the possession of which self-subdue as a part of varieties of teachings. The one who is transformed into the reliable guide, motivated by altruism to benefit sentient beings, the teachers who gather and protect her to your milk restorations, the one who has eliminated the web of conceptualizations and is endowed with the divine bodies of the vast and the profound, who turn the chance for the forever noble light raised to you, the Buddha, make restorations. Inspired by wisdom and compassion, today in the Buddha's presence, I generate the matter full awakening for the benefit of all sentient beings. Om ye dharma hetu prabhavam hetum tesham dathagato yavatat tesham jayo nirodha eva bhati mahashramanaye swaha. Om ye dharma hetu prabhavam hetum tesham dathagato yavatat tesham chayo nirodha eva bhati mahashramanaye swaha. Om ye dharma hetu prabhavam hetum tesham dathagato yavatat tesham chayo nirodha evam vate mahashramanaye swaha. Om ye dharma hetu prabhavam hetum tesham dathagato yavatat tesham chayo nirodha evam vate mahashramanaye swaha. All phenomena arise from causes, the cessation of the causes as well as taught by the great seer. Profound, peaceful, elaboration-free, clear light and non-composite. Such is the natural life Dharma I have discovered, finding no one to fathom this teaching in silent unto words. Beyond utterance, thought, and expression is a professional wisdom, which unborn, unseized, and has a nature space, is the object of apprehension of self-realized wisdom. To you, the mother of the Buddha, so 3 times I bear obeisance, the 4 seeds of the Buddha's teachings. All composite things are impermanent. All contaminated things are the nature of suffering. All phenomena are the nature of emptiness and selflessness. Transcending sorrow is peace. The Guru is the Buddha, the Guru is the Dhamma, likewise the Guru is the Sangha. The Guru is the source of everything wholesome. I go for refuge in the Guru. By the sound of the vibrant drum of Dharma, you liberate all beings of miseries. I beseech you to kindly remain and give teachings until the end of the expanse of billions of aeons. The Buddha does not watch the negativities of beings, nor does he remove their miseries by his hands. His spiritual realizations are not transferred to them. It is by teaching the truth of suchness that the beings are liberated. With folded hands, I beseech the Buddhas of all directions to shine light of Dharma for all bewildered miseries gloom. If you are attached to this life, you are not a spiritual practitioner. If you are attached to samsara, you have no bodhicitta. If you attach to your own self-interest, you have no bodhicitta. If there is grasp, you do not self-view. Page 14, praise to Shakyamuni Buddha. To the founder, the endowed, transcendent destroyer, the one gone beyond, the fourth destroyer, completely perfected, full of awakened being, perfect in knowledge and good conduct, Sugata, knower of the world, supreme guides of human beings to be tamed, teacher of gods and human beings, to you, the completely and fully awakened one, endowed, transcendent destroyer, the glorious conqueror, the subduer from the Shakya clan, a prostrate, make offerings and go for refuge. When all supreme amongst humans who are born on this earth, you pace out 7 strides, then set them supreme in this world. To you who are wise, then I prostrate. With pure bodies, form supremely pure, wisdom motion like a golden mountain, fame that blazes in the 3 worlds, winner of the best, Lord, to you prostrate. With the supreme science face like a spotless moon, color the gold to your prostrate. Trustworthy like you, the 3 worlds are not, incompatible wise one to you prostrate. The Savior having great compassion, the founder have all understanding, field of merit with qualities like a vast ocean, to you the Tathagata prostrate. The purity that frees from attachment, the virtue that frees from the lower realms, the one path, the sublime pure reality, to the Dhamma that pacifies prostrate. Those who are liberated and also show the noble path to liberation, holy full qualified realizations, who are devoted to the moral precepts, to you the Sangha prostrate. Do not commit any non-virtuous actions, perform only perfect virtuous actions. Subdue your mind thoroughly, this is a teaching of Buddha. A star, a visual aberration, a flame of a lamp, an illusion, a drop of dew or a bubble, a dream, a flash of lightning, a cloud. See conditioned things as such. Through this merits may sentient beings attain the rank of all seeing, subdue the 4 falls, and be delivered from samsara's ocean, perturbed by the waves of aging, sickness, and death. Heart Sutra, page 29. The Heart Sutra, Perfection of Wisdom Sutra. I prostrate without a tubal gem. Thus did I hear at one time the Buddha was dwelling on the master of Valsas mountain in Rajgriha, together with a great community of monks and a great community of bodhisattvas. At that time, the Buddha was absorbed in the concentration on the categories of phenomena called profound illumination. Also at that time, the Bodhisattva Mahasada looked upon the very practice of the profound illumination of wisdom, and behold those 5 aggregates also as empty of inherent nature. Then through the power of the Buddha, the Venerable Shariputra said this to the Bodhisattva Mahasattva. How should any child of the lineage who wishes to practice the activity of the profound professional wisdom train? He said that, and the Bodhisattva Mahasattva Arabalukiteshvara said this to the Venerable Shariputra. Shariputra, any son of the lineage or daughter of the lineage who wishes to practice the activity of the profound professional wisdom should look upon it like this, correctly and repeatedly, beholding those 5 aggregates also as empty of inherent nature. Form is empty, emptiness is form. Emptiness is not other than form is also not other than emptiness. In the same way, feeling, discrimination, and composite factors in consciousness empty. Shariputra, likewise, all phenomena are empty, without characteristic, unproduced, unceased, stainless, not without stain, not deficient, not fulfilled. Shariputra, therefore, in emptiness there is no form, no feeling, no discrimination, no composite factors, no consciousness, no eye, no ear, no nose, no tongue, no body, no mind, no visual form, no sound, no smell, no taste, no object to touch, no phenomenon. There is no I element and so on, up to and including no mind element and no mental consciousness element. There is no ignorance, no extinction of ignorance, and so on, up to and including no aging and death, no extinction of aging and death. Similarly, there is no suffering, origination, cessation and path. There is no exalted wisdom, no attainment, also no non-attainment. Shariputra, therefore, because there is no attainment, bodhisattvas rely on dwelling in the perfection of wisdom, the mind without obscuration, and thus without fear. Having completely passed beyond error, they reach the end point of nirvana. All the Buddhas who dwell in the 3 times also manifestly completely awaken to unsurpassable, perfect, complete enlightenment in reliance on the perfection of wisdom. Therefore, the mantra of the perfection of wisdom, the mantra of great knowledge, unsurpassed mantra, mantra equal to the unequaled, mantra that thoroughly pacifies all suffering should be known as truth, since it is not false. The mantra of the perfection of wisdom is declared, Yatha Om Gade Gade Bara Gade Bara Sam Gade Bodhiswa. Shariputra, the Bodhisattva, Mahasattva, should train the profound perfection of wisdom like that. And the Buddha rose from their concentration and commanded the Bodhisattva, Mahasattva, Arabalukiteshvara, saying, well said, son of the lineage, it is like that, it is like that. Perfect wisdom, just as you indicated, even the Tathagatas rejoice. The Buddha having thus spoken, Venerable Sharitvatiputra, the Bodhisattva, Mahasattva, Arabalukiteshvara, who surrounded the entirety along with the world of gods, humans, asuras, gandharvas, for overjoyed and highly praised that spoken by the Buddha. As we recite the hearts of the mantra, imagine that you are in Rajgir with the Buddha Shakyamuni, His Holiness Dalai Lama, Arabalukiteshvara, Shariputra, and you are surrounded by your two parents and all your children, family members, and all the messenger beings. And imagine that Buddha Shakyamuni is exhorting us thus: don't remain in the fields of samsara. Come to his ultimate happiness. And you are hearing what the Buddha Shakyamuni is teaching us. You inspire all the beings to join you, and everybody is inspired to join you in this journey of cleansing the mind to attain the ultimate happiness. Yata Om Gade Gade Paragate Parasam Gate Bodhiswatyata Om Gate Gate Paragate Yata Om Gate Gate Paragate Parasam Gate Bodhiswatyata 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 Om Gate Gate Parabate Parasam Gate Bodhiswaha. By the teachings of the three supreme jewels, besides in power of truth, may they be dispelled, may they be non-existent, may they be pacified, may all negative forces opposed to the Dharma be completely pacified, may the host of 80,000 obstacles be pacified, may we be separate from problems, conditions harmful to the Dharma, may all enjoyments be in accord with the Dharma, may auspicious and perfect happiness pervade this place now. Okay, 8 verses for training the mind by Geshe Dorji Damdul. Page 35. Page 35. With the determination to achieve the highest aim, for the benefit of all sentient beings, which surpasses even the wish-fulfilling gem, may hold them dear at all times. Whenever I interact with someone, may I view myself as the lowest amongst all, and from the very depths of my heart, respectfully hold others as superior. In all my deeds, may improvement in my mind, and as soon as mental and emotional afflictions arise, as they endanger myself and others, may I strongly confront them and avert them. When I see beings of unpleasant character, I hold them dear, for they are rare to find, as if I have discovered a jewel treasure. When others, out of jealousy, treat me wrongly with abuse, slander, and scorn, may I take upon myself the defeat and offer to others the victory. When someone whom I have held or in whom I have placed great hopes mistreats me in extremely hurtful ways, may I regard him still as my precious teacher. In brief, may I offer a benefit and joy to all my mothers, both directly and indirectly. May I quietly take upon myself all hurts and pains of my mothers. May all these remain undefiled by the states of the eight mundane concerns, and may recognizing all things as illusions, devoid of clinging, be released from bondage. From my two collections, vast as space that I've amassed, from working with effort at this practice for a great length of time, may I become the chief leading Buddha for all those whose minds specialized blinded by ignorance. 7 in practice. Excerpt from the King of Prayers, the extraordinary aspiration of the practice of the Samatapatra. I bow down to you, the full Aram and Yushri. You, the Buddhas, the lions amongst humans, gone to freedom in the present, past, and future, in the world's 10 directions. To all of you with body, speech, and sincere mind, I bow down, with energy or aspiration for the Bodhisattva way, with a sense of deep respect, and with as many bodies as atoms in the world. All you Buddhas visualized as real, I bow down. On every particle of Buddhas, numberless as particles. Each of them is a host of Bodhisattvas, and I'm confident the sphere of all phenomena is entirely filled with the Buddhas in this way. With the infinite oceans of praise for you, and oceans of sound from the aspects of my voice, I sing the breathtaking excellence of Buddhas, and celebrate all of you Sagadas. Beautiful flowers and regal gardens, sweet sublime incense offered to victorious ones, the Buddhas. Fine dress and fragrant perfumes, sandalwood powder heaped high as Mount Meru, all wonders offering and spectacular array offered to victorious ones. With transcendent offerings, peerless and vast, with profound admiration for all the Buddhas, with strength of conviction in the Bodhisattva way, I offer and bow down to the victorious ones. Every harmful action I have done with my body, speech, and mind, overwhelmed by attachment, anger, and ignorance, all this I openly bear before you. I lift my heart and rejoice in all the merits of the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas in 10 directions, of solitary realizers here still training in those beyond, and of all ordinary beings. You are the bright lights of the worlds in 10 directions, who have attained the Buddha's omniscience through the stages of awakening. All you are my guides, please turn the supreme will of Dharma. With palms together, I earnestly request you who may actualize parinirvana, please stay with us for aeons, numberless as atoms of the world, for the happiness and well-being of all wanderers in samsara. Whatever slight merit I may have accumulated by making prostrations, offering and confessing, rejoicing and requesting that the flow of awakening. A short mother offering. Next page. This ground adorned with perfume, strewn with flowers, adorned with Mount Meru, the four continents, the sun and the moon. I imagine this as a Buddha filled and offer it. May all sentient beings enjoy this pure land. O Session-Ven Geshe The four Dhammas Venerable Kambopa. May be blessed their mind is directed towards the Dharma. May be blessed my Dharma practices on the proper path. May be blessed the path is free of flaws. May be blessed the flaws are seen in the light of exalted wisdom. The four Dhammas Venerable Bhikshu Mahasattva. Becoming utterly Please bless me to generate genuine renunciation, seeing all aspects of samsara as vicious and repulsive. Please bless me that my mind overflows with the precious bodhicitta that cherishes others more than myself. Please bless me to have an immaculate experience of the wisdom of emptiness that does not see even an atom of intrinsic reality, on the basis of understanding how things come into being by dependent origination through mere conditioning. Please bless me that my mind stream overflows with the precious wisdom of non-duality, bliss, and emptiness. Idam Guru Rana Mendela Gamnirate. Amen. Next page. Foundation follow all good qualities by Lama Tsongkhapa. The roadmap to enlightenment. The foundation of all good qualities is a kind and perfect pure Guru. Correct devotion to him is the root of the path. By clearly seeing this and applying great effort, please bless me to rely upon him with great respect. Understanding that the precious freedom of this rebirth is found only once, is greatly meaningful and is difficult to find again. Please bless me to generate the mind that unceasingly, day and night, takes its essence. This life is as impermanent as a water bubble. Remember how quickly decay and death comes. After that, just like a shadow follows the body, the results of virtues and non-virtues come and follow. Finding firm and conviction and accomplish all virtuous deeds. Samsaric splendors are unsatisfying and unreliable. Seeking them is the door to all suffering. Recognizing these shortcomings, please bless me generate the strong wish for the bliss of liberation. Led by this pure thought, mindfulness, alertness, and great caution arise. The root of the teaching is kept in the Pratimoksha vows. Please bless me to accomplish this essential practice. Just as I have fallen into the sea of samsara, so for all other migratory beings. Please bless me to say this, train in Supreme Bodhicitta, and bear the responsibility of freeing migratory beings. Even if I've developed Bodhicitta, but I don't practice the three types of morality, under Please bless me to practice the Bodhisattva vows with great energy. Once I pacify distraction to wrong objects and correctly analyze the meaning of reality, please bless me to generate quickly within my mind stream the unified path of karma abiding special insight. Having become a pure vessel by training the general path, please bless me to enter the holy gate of the fortunate ones. As keeping pure vows and samaya, I've become firmly convinced of this. Please bless me to protect these vows and bless my life. Then, having realized the importance of the two stages, the essence of Vajrayana, please bless me to realize the teachings of the Holy Guru. Like that, may the Gurus who show the noble path and the spiritual friends who practice it alone lives, please bless me to pacify completely all out and inner hindrances. In all my lives, never separate from perfect Gurus, may enjoy the magnificent Dharma by completing the qualities of stages of the paths and could attain the state of Vajratara. Gyaravalokiteshvara, great treasure of non-referential compassion, and Manjushri, master of flawless wisdom, as well as Vajrapani, just holds the demons without exception. Tsongkhapa, crown jewel of the sage land of snows, Losang at your feet and make prostrations. Khanje kebe tsoge tsogaba lo sa chabe sham lo so ba de me lo sa cha me sham la so va de me me tse ve te che che re se che me ke me om bo ja me ya han je ke me zu ge zo ga ba lo sa cha me sham la so va de. Yoravalokiteshvara, great rational non-referential compassion, and Majorshi, master of flawless wisdom, as well as Rajapani, Jisho holds the demons without exception. Sankhaba, crown jewel of the sage of the land of the snows, Losanta, at your feet and make prostrations. Okay, now generate the mind of concentrated yoga. Tamje Nejuk Sim Kepa. For this, there are four things. The actual practice. First is single pointed meditation of 5 minutes. Okay. So now, no need to remind. No instruction required. We should do that. 5 minutes. Okay, next renunciation. For the renunciation, as I said earlier, today we are not going to do guided meditation. We just do it straight, meaning that I'll not give the instructions. I'll just follow the main points, and you reflect on this, what we have learned before, and then as I move to from the first seal to the second seal, no rush. Just wind up what you're doing, and then move to the second. Likewise, third and fourth. Okay, and third, for the emptiness, do not try yourself. Third one, everything's nature, emptiness, selflessness. You want to try without guided? Try that. We never know it can be good. Yeah, try it. And then, yeah, that's good. Oh, ready? Renunciation. Renunciation is to renounce miseries. To renounce the miseries, we need to know how to renounce the causes of the miseries. The Buddha taught, Ye dharma hetu prabhava. And the cause of miseries, Buddha identified ultimately the ignorance. And ignorance, depending on the subtlety and the grossness, Buddha identified 4 levels of ignorance. misconceiving impermanent phenomena as permanent, and misconceiving miseries as happiness, misconceiving impure things as pure, and misconceiving what is selfless nature as of selfhood. To counter the form, the kinds of ignorance about the truth of all seals. Okay, first, all composite things impermanent. All contaminated things are suffering nature. Everything's in nature, emptiness, substance. Transcending soul is absolute peace. Just about in this experience of emptiness, where all miseries are transcended, generate a very strong desire to experience this emptiness, where all my sorrows dissolve. This is known as renunciation, the true meaning of renunciation. Okay, slowly come out of this practice. Okay, Bodhicitta, the four immeasurables. Shall we do that on our own? The four immeasurables. For each of the four immeasurables, we need to think of the 3 points. May all sentient beings know. The first one is how good. How good would it be that all my dear sentient beings are endowed with happiness and cause happiness? Number 2, may all my dear sentient beings have happiness, cause happiness. Number 3, I'll take the responsibility. So these 3 things with each of the four immeasurables. Yes, let's try. And then in the end, we will take the Bodhicitta commitment that we'll do together. So the four immeasurables, again, I will just give you the what the immeasurable is, and you try to see if you can meditate on the 3 points. And it's a matter of time management. When I move to the second one, immeasurable, the loving kindness to immeasurable compassion, don't rush, don't just jump there. Wind up what you're doing. And from there, you will know the time management, how to manage your time. Are you good? Ready? For the practice of Bodhicitta, we need a great inspiration from all Buddhist Bodhisattvas. And it entire yes, the Buddhist Bodhisattvas, they're watching us, they're blessing us. But to what extent you receive the blessings is determined by how much faith, how much respect, how much sense of value that you see in the Buddhist Bodhisattvas. So, from our side, just if you can take all the Buddhist Bodhisattvas as your role model for generating great compassion and Bodhicitta. And all your demonstrating better with you. Immeasurable loving kindness, immeasurable compassion, next immeasurable joy, next immeasurable equanimity, Underscore all the four immeasurables is unconditional love towards all the beings. Just imagine that you look in the eyes of each of sentient beings with so much love and affection that you feel, to the extent that each one of the sentient beings, they feel themselves as so special in your eyes. With folded hands, we'll make a Bodhicitta commitment 3 times together. May I become Buddha for the benefit of all my dear mother sentient beings. May I become Buddha for the benefit of all my dear mother sentient beings. May I become Buddha for the benefit of all my dear mother sentient beings. Slowly transform this beautiful mind of the Bodhicitta into a spotless, clean, Buddhist heart. It's amazing that we made such a courageous commitment to become Buddha for the benefit of all sentient beings. But keep in mind that no matter how much you squeeze a handful of sand, no oil comes out. How come you're confident that you can attain Buddhahood? Yes, I have a Buddha nature. I'm not a handful of sand. Unlike a handful of sunflower seeds, I have a Buddha nature within me. Each of the sentient beings have Buddha nature. And how come that this Buddha nature is not awakened till now, since time immemorial? That's true. It's all because that till now I'm being deceived by the two demons, self-grasping, ignorance, self-centered attitude. And today I'm disillusioned by that. I'm going to do everything to exterminate the two demons. And what I'm going to do? I'm going to resort to a very powerful remedy. What is that remedy? The non-dual wisdom of emptiness of the Arya Bodhisattvas. What is that like? Okay, so we'll meditate on emptiness for like 5 minutes. 5 minutes, then see each of the four essentials: items of object negation, emptiness of intrinsically one with the parts, emptiness intrinsically from the parts, the pervasion, and then finally the conclusion. Therefore, emptiness of objective existence. That you'll meditate on emptiness of the self, yourself. That I, who is seen as so solid, is not really there. This conclusion. So this one we do for 5 minutes. Oh yes, slowly transform this wisdom of emptiness into a spotlessly clean moon disk in the form of Vajra, spotless white Vajra, vertically sitting on the moon disk with a heart. Okay, that's amazing. Now you have the non-dual wisdom of the non-dual Bodhicittas. The moon symbolic of the conventional Bodhicitta to exterminate self-centered attitude, and the Vajra symbolic of the ultimate Bodhicitta to exterminate all the mental defilements, guaranteeing you that you attain the two highest enlightenment, freedom from samsara, total fearlessness, and the infinite happiness of Buddhahood. Amazing. Let's not forget your two parents, your children, all the family members are suffering so much. Yes, that's very true. Invoke incredibly intense compassion towards them. And this compassion invoke the Vajramuni of the heart to multiply infinite number of times. Share one set of Vajramuni at the heart of your mother, one set with your father, one set with each one of your children, each one of your members, each one here in Tushita Center, each one in India, each one in the entire universe, in your country, and the entire Milky Way galaxy, in the entire universe. Now, every sentient being has a Vajramuni, which you so kindly shared. Look at all the trillions of sentient beings in the ocean. Look at the trillions of beings in the wilderness. They all got to share. Otherwise, they have to live in fear every moment. The small animals eaten up by the big animals eaten up by the group of the small animals. Even the big animals, as they grow older, they could not move and they're eaten up by others. Now, every possibility for them to attain freedom from all these fears of life and to attain the infinite happiness, which is what the moon you've shared with them. That's amazing. You're so glad today you've accomplished something. Meanwhile, let's not forget all Buddhas, Bodhisattvas, they're watching us. Why not? We invite all the Buddhas, Bodhisattvas to be the witness and also a guest for each one of us to take the esteemed Bodhisattva vow with all the demonstration beings. As a gesture of making request to all Buddhas, Bodhisattvas, let us slowly stand up to make three prostrations along with all demonstration beings to all Buddhas, Bodhisattvas. Okay, right on your right knees. Let us turn to page 50. Okay. Just remember that all Buddhas and Bodhisattvas, as you have requested, they're so proud, they're so happy to be with you here. It's like the two parents, your two parents, you as a little girl or a little boy. In your life, for the first time in your life, you're making a public appearance on behalf of your school, and you encourage your siblings to be with you. And this is something your parents were so proud of you. They are waving their hands, leaving behind all what they have to do for that day, joining the audience and waving their hands to you, telling you that we are here, we are so proud of you. This is exactly what all the Buddhas Bodhisattvas are feeling today. Just invoke all the Buddhas Bodhisattvas, feeling so happy and excited about what are you going to do today. And you, as the eldest daughter or the eldest girl, or the eldest daughter or the sister or the eldest the brother, you're encouraging all your siblings to be with you. And as you recite these verses, just wholeheartedly and do the reflective meanings and see if the meanings can be reflected in your mind. I go for refuge through the triple gem. I confess the negativities individually. I rejoice the virtues of all the beings. I hold the precious Buddha in my heart. I go for refuge through the triple gem. I confess the negativities individually. I rejoice the virtues of all the beings. I hold the precious Buddha in my heart. I go for refuge through the triple gem. I confess the negativities individually. I rejoice the virtues of all the beings. I hold the precious Buddha in my heart. Gurus, Buddhas, and Bodhisattvas, please be here to me. Just as previous Buddhas have generated the mind of Bodhicitta, and just as the successful dwell in the Bodhisattva practices, likewise for the benefit of all sentient beings, I will generate the mind of Bodhicitta, and likewise shall I too successful train the Bodhisattva practices. Gurus, Buddhas, and Bodhisattvas, please be here to me. Just as previous Buddhas have generated the mind of Bodhicitta, and just as the successful dwell in the Bodhisattva practices, likewise for the benefit of all sentient beings, I will generate the mind Mother Bodhicitta, and the Vajrayana to successful train the Bodhisattva practices. Gurus, Buddhas, and Bodhisattvas, please be here to me. Just as the previous Buddhas have generated the Mother Bodhicitta, and just as the successful dwell in the Bodhisattva practices, I was for the benefit of all sentient beings, I will generate the Mother Bodhicitta, and the Vajrayana to successful train the Bodhisattva practices. Just feel the tremendous joy of having received the expression Bodhisattva vow, and from today onwards, there's no commitment, but if at all you want to have a commitment, it is that from today onwards, I will try my best to render service and help to others. If not, at least I'll not harm others. And having taken this expression Bodhisattva vow, all the Buddhist Bodhisattvas are so proud and so happy, like the mother after all these many years of hardship, but always getting a complaint from the school principal that your daughter, your son, they are so mischievous. And today the school principal comes, and again the mother is so worried. What kind of complaints today? The school principal says, no, we came here to congratulate you. For what? That your daughter and your son, although they're very young, they appointed the best students of the school for this year. Your mother is so happy and proud of you. And this is exactly what has happened to all Bodhisattvas. Today they feel so proud that all these many innumerable lifetimes we just wasted them by engaging all the negativities, and today you've generated take the expression Bodhisattva vow. They're so happy and proud of you today. This pride and happiness of all Bodhisattvas invoke the Vajramuna at their hearts to multiply infinite number of times. Like rain shower, they descend to merge with the one that you visualize your heart, thereby becoming non-dual, stabilized, and blessed. Likewise, hold all innumerable Vajra moon, and the like rain shower, they descend to merge with the one that you visualize at the heart of your mother, at the heart of your father, at the heart of each one of your children, each one of your family members, each one of the beings, human beings, animals, insects, hungry ghosts, hell beings, god and goddess spirits, here in Tushita, and in India, in your own country, in the entire universe. Thereby becoming non-dual, stabilized, and blessed. Of the Vajraman that you have shared with them, that's amazing. Today, you have given such a meaning to your life. And for the sentient beings, this is the greatest gift. And today, you made this gift to all the beings. And for all the Buddhas, Bodhisattvas, this is the greatest offering. And today, you made this offering to all Buddhas, Bodhisattvas. They can't imagine that there's a more better day than today. And you made this offering to them. And in your life, this is the greatest meaning, and you've given such a meaning to your life today. And this all happens because of the kindness of all Buddhas Bodhisattvas. As a expression of the thanking them, let us slowly stand up along with all the sentient beings to make 3 prostrations to all Buddhas Bodhisattvas. Okay, let us turn to page 51. Please sit comfortably. For us to be connected with this practice of bodhicitta and the wisdom of emptiness, even in future lifetimes, we include that in the form of a very powerful prayer. We say this together 3 times. Throughout my future lifetimes, may I always be guided by compassion Buddha and be able to uphold the true precious bodhicitta saving the cosmic life. Throughout my future lifetimes, may I always be guided by the compassion Buddha and be able to uphold the true precious Bodhicitta within the cosmic life. Throughout my future lifetimes, may I always be guided by the compassionate Buddha and be able to uphold the true precious Bodhicitta within the cosmic life. In order to further increase this Bodhicitta from now on, those with discernment who have lucid seized and awakened mind of Bodhicitta in this way should highly praise it in the following manner. Today my life has been born fruit. Having well obtained this human existence, I've been born in the family of the Buddha, and now one of Buddha's children. Thus whatever actions I do from now on must be in accord with the family, and never shall I disgrace or pollute this noble and unsullied race. Just like a blind man discovering a jewel in a heap of rubbish, likewise by some coincidence an awakened mind has been born within me. It is the supreme ambrosia that overcomes the sovereignty of death. It is the inexhaustible treasure that eliminates all power in the world. It is the supreme medicine that quells the world's disease. It is a tree that shelters all beings wandering and tired on the path of conditioned existence. It is a universal bridge that leads to freedom from unhappy states of birth. It is a dawning moon of the mind that dispels the torment of disturbing conceptions. It is a great sun that finally removes the misty ignorance of the world. It is a quintessential butter from the churn of the milk of Dharma. For all those guests traveling the path of conditioned existence who wish to experience this will satisfy them with joy and actually place them in supreme bliss. Today, in the presence of all the protectors, I invite the world to be guests at a festival of temporary and ultimate delight. May gods, demigods, and all be joyful. Okay, before the dedication, let's recite the Buddha mantra, Buddha Shaka mantra 21 times. As we do the Buddha Shakyamuni mantra, visualize Buddha Shakyamuni over a crown and the crown of all the sentient beings. And as you recite the mantra, imagine that nectars descend from the Buddha's three spots, crown, Buddha's the throat and the heart, and flows, fills your body, heals your body, whatever physical ailments that you have, and particularly healing your mind, getting rid of, washing away the self-grasping and self-centered attitude, and that filled with Bodhicitta, the wisdom of emptiness, to make you very confident, fearless, and Bodhicitta, which makes you so the very extremely appealing, pleasant. So and then likewise you do the same thing for all sentient beings together. And then the particular thing of the people in the war zones where people are suffering terribly, just let's think of all these small children, parents separate from the children, children separate from the parents, and nowhere to live. And now the UNO is trying to come there to rescue the people who are, who the basic necessity being cut. So let's pray for everyone that all these evil thoughts from both sides be diminished, and that ordinary people should not suffer, and even the people who are creating these, responsible in creating these problems, they also the negativities be diminished, and they eventually be, instead of harming them, that they become the leading and the like bodhisattvas to help all beings. Om Mani Mani Maha Mani Swaha. 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 Om Mani Mani Om Mani Mani Maha Mani Swaha. 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 Darshan prayer. And just for information, that we got the message yesterday that His Holiness returned to Delhi, no, to Dharamsala, and that His Holiness they held us back to the normalcy. and that even the moment His Holiness reached Delhi, His Holiness did not really have to go to hospital for checkup. All these checkups were done. The doctors, they came to the hotel. There was no major issues there, and just by reaching Delhi, day by day, just the cold problem, the flu problem just disappeared, very drastically, and then back to normal. Good news for all of us. Let's pray that His Holiness lives long and that His wishes be fulfilled spontaneously, and also let's pray that all these the man-made problems in the world, they come to end as soon as possible, that everybody can sigh, take the fresh breath of peace, compassion, spirit of brotherhood and sisterhood amongst each other, and may the teaching on Bodhicitta and wisdom of emptiness thrive in the minds of all sentient beings, so that people, the new leaders, or the future leaders, they come up with the spirit of brotherhood and sisterhood rather than creating divisions and splits and wars. With this in mind, let's turn to the dedication prayer together. I dedicate the marriage thus gathered to express the realization that is in the prayers of Buddhas and Bodhisattvas all 3 times, under the upholding of the doctrine, scripture, and insight. May in all lives through the force of this merit, never separate from the 4 wheels of the Mahana vehicle, and accomplish all the stages of the path, renunciation, bodhicitta, perfect in the 2 stages. From my 2 collections, vast space that have amassed, from working with effort, this practice for a great length of time, may I become the chief leading Buddha for all those whose minds specialize blinded ignorance. Deyata Om Gate Gate Paragate Parasamgate Bodhiswatyatha Om Gate Gate Paragate Parasamgate Bodhiswatyatha Paragate Parasamgate Bodhiswatyatha Om Gate Gate Paragate Parasamgate Bodhiswaha. 3 precision together.